Weather Ball doing huge damage right there. Here comes the Regirock with the 1-2 combo play. Big Mac with the fries. Tangrowth kind of looking like what my hair looks like under this hat right there. Very, very messy and something the people do not want to see. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Ox here with another video. If you're new to the channel, we do upload Pokemon Go content mostly related to PvP, and if you're a returning subscriber like Eric Leung, thank you for the support. In today's video, we are shoutcasting 10 battles submitted to the channel in the Ultra League Remix, featuring a double grass team. These battles were submitted to the channel by BradleySUS, who does mention that they do have a YouTube channel of their own, so I'll put a link to that in the description below. If you find these battles entertaining, definitely go check out their channel and show them some love. So this team right here looking like a wallower type of line. We got Regirock in the lead, Roserade and Tangrowth in the back, so definitely operating as an ABB style. We'll see how it performs in this particular meta. Grass type hasn't been too common, so it's very interesting to see how a double grass line is going to perform. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please make sure you smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Leave a comment in the comment section down below, and without any further ado, let's jump into the first battle right now. Alright, so we have a very traditional ABB line right here with Regirock in the lead, Roserade and Tangrowth in the back. As you can see, this isn't your traditional double grass line with Razor Leaf. These are two Pokemon, Vine Whip and Bullet Seed, so it performs a little bit differently with Charge Move Pressure. Got a Lucario lead here, which is awful, and here comes the Tangrowth Safe Switch, luring out the Fire type in the form of Typhlosion. So going for a Rock Slide here. Rock Slide actually is going to be doing a lot of damage to the Typhlosion, and they let that go through, but Tangrowth can't really Vine Whip down, so might see a shield here just to get off the Rock Slide and get a shield in return from the Typhlosion. But I don't actually believe that Tangrowth could win this because you can't really Vine Whip down here. So we'll see how this plays out. The Typhlosion though, probably going to be forced to throw energy. Yes it is, or else they would get to the Rock Slide. So we're going to let this go through here and take the even shield situation. Come with the Regirock, get a nice little farm there, and look to swap it immediately into the Roserade. Here comes Lucario, and it is a Shadow Mewtwo in the back, and Side Strike is going to absolutely obliterate the Roserade here. Remember, this Mewtwo is super glassy itself, so going for the Weather Ball here. How much is this move going to be doing to a Shadow Mewtwo? We're about to find out. Gets the shield, so we're not going to find out yet, but the second one, no more shields. We're going to see how much this does right here. I think they had the Leaf Storm ready, actually. Weather Ball coming through, almost taking out the Mewtwo. I believe they did actually have the Leaf Storm, which would have taken out the Mewtwo. Side Strike coming through, that's going to take out Roserade and its whole family. Can it lock on down here though? No. The Mewtwo going to throw is Side Strike enough? Do they have Focus Blast? No, it's only a Side Strike. Regirock still taking a bunch of damage. Here comes the Lucario, able to get to the Focus Blast. It's about to one-shot the Lucario. Bang! There it is, Lucario getting taken out. But can it farm down with Lock On? Yes, it can. Mewtwo doesn't want the smoke. Put a big scare into that team though there in the back line, and actually leaving the health on the Mewtwo there was very important, because if they went for the Leaf Storm, actually they would have taken out the Mewtwo, wouldn't have been able to get that farm with the Regirock, and possibly wouldn't have made it to the Focus Blast, which would have, well, they would have lost the game if they didn't land the Focus Blast there. So very well played here. We see a Sylveon lead here, swapping out into the Abomasnow. Tangrowth coming in, going for the Rock Slide. And this is not a great matchup for Tangrowth. We see a little bit of lag there. It looks like the opponent's going to throw the Weather Ball here. This is going to knock out the Tangrowth here. And they did take a shield advantage out of that. So it's very nice going for the Rock Slide here. No, Stone Edge. I don't even know the movesets on this thing. It is Stone Edge and Focus Blast on the Regirock right here. And the Abomasnow is shielding for some reason. Not exactly sure why. I guess the Energy Ball is going to kill the Regirock. So it kind of makes sense there. But now the Stone Edge is going to take out the Abomasnow. The opponents left themselves with 0 shields, so we'll see how this works out for them. Coming in with the Sylveon, swapping out into the Roserade, and there is an Excadrill in the back, which is not going to appreciate these Fire Weather Balls right here coming through. Huge damage. Can they get to the next one? This Excadrill probably did get to a drill run, I'd imagine there. Maybe not, but gonna get hit by this Weather Ball. It's gonna take out the Excadrill, and Sylveon isn't going to want any of this smoke, or maybe it is because they're staying in. Gonna take this Weather Ball right here. But this game is pretty much over at this point. Sylveon going to throw a move. The Roserade actually choosing to let this go through. It is a Moonblast. Still does a lot of damage. Roserade is very, very glassy, but able to hold on and get to this final Weather Ball here, which is going to, actually it's not going to win the game, but Regirock gonna come in and lock on down, win that game right there. Very well played. Let's hop into the next battle. And we should make note that I don't think these are actually 2 sets of battles. I think it's just 10 battles that the trainer selected and submitted to the channel. So we got Regirock into a Wigglytuff right here. Pretty nice lead for Regirock, and we see Lucario come in. That is not nice, but going for the Focus Blast, definitely gonna have to shield this up, but just in case, yes they do. And here comes the Roserade. So as you can see here, Roserade, pretty nice in this meta, to be honest, does really well against a lot of Pokemon, and not too many fire types. I guess Typhlosion is becoming a lot more popular recently. But actually, if you think about it, this team is going to be pretty weak to stuff like Nidoqueen, for example. There's also a couple of other things that would probably be very problematic for this team. But Nidoqueen definitely would be an issue now that I look at this team once again. Because Regirock actually doesn't have a great matchup there. And look at that damage from the Roserade taking out the Lucario. Opponent comes in with a Giratina Origin right here. So we're going to see this Leaf Storm come through. And that is actually a lot of damage for a resisted move there. Almost 50% of that Giratina's health getting taken away right there. Going to go for the move right here. Regirock, no shielding, calling the ominous win right there. And building up to the Stone Edge. But is this enough to take out the Giratina? I actually really love how this player swipes the bubbles on the rock animation for the charge move. Here comes Giratina once again, going for the Omnis Win once more. Can Reggie survive? Yes, they can. They farm down. Holy smokes. Swapping out into the Tangrowth. I believe they have a Stone Edge ready as well. This game is over. Tangrowth with a shield going to be able to power through this Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff cannot operate endgame without shields because Charm, unless you're going up against a fighter, dark type or something, it's not going to get the job done. Here you can see Power Whip doing huge damage right here. The second one coming through. Tangrowth kind of looking like what my hair looks like under this hat right there. Very, very messy and something the people do not want to see. Let's hop into the next battle. We got Regirock into a Magnezone. So actually an interesting matchup here. I believe Magnezone will win this match in the 2 shields, probably just going straight Mirror Shot to be honest, but of course it will get one shot most likely by a Focus Blast. So Mirror Shot coming through, no attack drop, going for the bait here with the Stone Edge. I don't think the bait is actually necessary to win because I don't think you'll win in the 2 shields. Even if you do, maybe if you bait twice you can win in 2 shields, I'm not sure, but either way, Regirock did get the shield there, shielding up the Mirror Shot here, now going for the Focus Blast. Does this Magnezone want to go down? A second shield right here. Focus Blast coming through. Bang! There it is. Magnezone catching those hands, those 2 big rocky hands. And here comes a Tangrowth. So we're going to swap out into the Roserade right here. And the opponent is going to throw a move. Roserade could definitely tank whatever this is. It is a Rock Slide. Actually does a lot of damage. As you can see, Roserade is very, very squishy. Going for the Weather Ball right here. Gets the shield from the Tangrowth. Opponent swaps out into a Gallade. Oh my goodness, that just destroyed Roserade into the abyss. Here comes the Tangrowth. And of course, this is actually going to hurt quite a bit here against a Shadow Gallade. Gallade is a very squishy Pokemon itself. Gets one shot by the Power Up. Tangrowth coming back in. And we basically have the mirror match here, but I believe Bradley does have the shield advantage. Yes, they do. So going for the Focus Blast right here. It's going to be doing a lot of damage to the Tangrowth. Not taking it out right there, but at this point, Tangrowth can't really farm down. Its only win condition though is to farm down, so I do think that's the right play from the opponent there. If they throw, they're going to lose anyways. Need to get this thing down completely, build up to 2 Rock Slides maybe, and possibly win the game there. But very well played. Let's hop into the next battle. And we are seeing a Regirock lead into a Tangrowth. So not a very good lead here for Regirock. Going to swap out into Tangrowth. So as you can see here, Tangrowth into the opponent's Tangrowth. That's the best answer. Well, it's not, but obviously Roserade is the better answer. You want to safe switch your main answer. So coming to a Tangrowth here, and the opponent swaps out into a Snorlax. Sound like a noob right there, getting a little lost for words. But the Snorlax here, throwing the Body Slam, I'm going to get hit by this Power Whip right here. Let's see how much this does to a Snorlax. Quite a bit. And the Tangrowth could probably shield this up and potentially farm down. Actually, Body Slam might not even KO. So yeah, they are going to let that go through and go for the aggressive farm down, which they're able to do, taking control of switch advantage. And that means that Roserade is going to be aligned onto that Tangrowth. And we're going to see what the opponent has in the back. Here comes the Roserade. And let's see if the Roserade decides to shield this. As we saw, Rock Slide does still hurt, so they are going to decide to shield this. Does almost close to 50% of the Roserade's health. They're going to get to another Rock Slide. Going to let this one go through right here. Look at that damage. That is a lot right there. Building up to about 100 energy right here. I think they are at exactly 100 right now. So going for the Weather Ball right here on the Tangrowth. Gets the shield. Able... Oh, no. They overtap. So going to shield up the second move right here. Rock Slide coming through. Probably not CMP tie, so they do hold off there. Confusion comes through from the Gallade. Going to throw this Weather Ball and then swap out immediately into the Regirock. The opponent actually did shield that. That is huge because now the Regirock's going to be able to come in here. But close combat could potentially KO the Regirock. No, it's able to survive here. Going to go for the Stone Edge right here. Is this going to be enough to take out the Gallade? No, it's not. So this game looks like it's pretty much over here. Roserade going for the Weather Ball. Going to be enough to KO. I don't think it actually is. Oh, it is enough to KO. So here comes the Tangrowth. It gets to the Weather Ball. This is going to be enough to take out the Tangrowth, I believe. Or is it not? Will they survive? They do not. Roserade pulling off an insane win right there. Very impressive win. So let's keep these battles rolling right here. We got Hunter Beast 21 in the next matchup. Regirock into a Gengar. So this is a pretty good matchup for Regirock. I mean, it really depends on the moveset for Gengar. If it's running Sludge Bomb, it seems like a good matchup for Regirock, I'd imagine. But if it's running Shadow Ball or Focus Blast, it's probably a losing matchup for Regirock. So we'll see how this plays out. Of course, Lock-On generates energy extremely quickly, but the Lock-On's also doing nothing. They actually go for the Shadow Punch bait there, and a no shield from the Regirock. Very ballsy move. Here comes the Machamp. The answer here in the form of Roserade. Cross Chop coming through. So debatable shield there, but if it was a Rock Slide, definitely could have hurt. So going for the Weather Ball right here, and the opponent does shield. Now going for the Leaf Storm. Very well played right here, preserving that health as well. This is gonna knock out the Machamp. Huge damage right there, and it's a Typhlosion in the back going for the Weather Ball right here. And let's see how much this does to a Typhlosion. Literally nothing, but there is a Regirock right here. Gengar coming back in. Here comes the Tangrowth looking to soak up this most likely Shadow Punch. Yes, it is. But is this Gengar running Sludge Bomb? That's probably another Shadow Punch right here, I believe. So probably no shield. Yeah, it is another Shadow Punch. Tangrowth going to be able to get to this Rock Slide if lag allows it to. Here comes the Rock Slide. And that is going to just about take out the Gengar. Able to farm down. Now the Typhlosion is going to get a little bit of farm here, but here comes a huge Rock Slide. This is very clutch. Is it enough to knock out the Typhlosion? No, it is not. Hangs on there, but it will not be able to take out this Regirock here. Going to shield this up and land the devastating Stone Edge that everybody wants to see land on this Typhlosion. Stone Edge coming through. Bang! 1 HP. Bang on the Typhlosion. Overkill right there. Let's hop into the next battle. Ornstein in the next matchup. And we got Regirock lead into a Galarian Stunfisk. So not a good lead at all right here for Regirock, swapping out into the Tangrowth. And the opponent is staying in here, so probably going to do some chip damage and then swap out, I imagine, going for the Rock Slide. Maybe they're going to try and catch a move. So I like this. Bradley is choosing to overfarm in case the opponent does look to swap out, but this time they land the Power Whip. Opponent's going to throw again, so another Rock Slide coming through here. Actually surprised the Stunfisk is staying in as long as it does. And once again, over farming past the Power Whip, just in case the opponent does switch out. But it looks like they're actually going to stay in here. And the opponent actually shields there, and they're throwing another Rock Slide. So is Tangrowth going to shield up here? No, going to let that go through, and does get farmed down. Now going to come back in with the Regirock here. And going for the Focus Blast. So this is going to be doing a lot of damage to Stunfisk. Are they going to shield this to get off the Earthquake? Yes, they do. So they're going to shield this, go down 2 shields to 0. Is Regirock going to shield it up? Let it go through, and they go for the bait with the Rock Slide. Oh my goodness. And now at this point, you have to shield up. Yeah, if this is an Earthquake, you have too much energy to risk it. It is an Earthquake. Calls the shield. The opponent swaps out into a Drapion right there. Drapion is one of the absolute most spammy Pokemon I've ever seen. Aqua Tail coming through here. I believe this Regirock has just about 2 Stone Edges built up at this point. So here comes the first one, and going to get to the second move right here. Drapion should be able to survive this. Yes, they are. But they can't farm down, of course, with the Poison Sting. And look at this, they're going for the over farm, which means Regirock getting to the Stone Edge right there. Drapion getting a little bit too carried away. Here comes the Stunfisk. Roserade coming back in. Probably going to shield this up here in case it is an Earthquake. Commit to the farm down with the Bullet Seed. Tangrowth in the back. About to catch the flames from this Weather Ball fire. The second one should be enough to not... Maybe this won't be enough. It's going to be very close. But either way, this game should be a G. Tangrowth surviving. Going to get off this Rock Slide. Roserade survive this despite being so squishy. Able to farm down and a nice Weather Ball ready to land on that Galarian Stunfisk right here. You guys want to hear the 1 HP? Bang! There it is. 1 HP bangs all over the place in today's video. Let's hop into the next battle. Grant 55 gel with the little pop star pose right there. We got Regirock into a Dragonite, so a nice lead here for the Regirock. And going to be going for the Stone Edge immediately. And the opponent is going to have to burn a shield right here on their Dragonite, which they do. The opponent chooses to stand. This should be a Dragon Claw right here. Going to let that go through. And the Regirock should be able to get to one more Stone Edge. Actually, this is, I guess in the 2 shields, Regirock should still win this, but with very low HP. Dragonite lets that go through, so you hate to see it if you're the opponent. You play out the 1 vs 0 shields and you still lose. That is a horrible spot to be in. A Sylveon comes in, not the greatest answer to Regirock, but of course it is super low. Here comes the Roserade, and is this a hard counter city? No, it is not. Hold on. Hold on, there's a Giratina origin, and there is not really a great answer for this on the team. Leaf Storm doing so much damage to Giratina there. It's actually insane for a resisted move. Giratina going for that Shadow Ball right there. Tangrowth, no fear, choosing not to shield that and going for the Rock Slide right here. Giratina may decide to shield this, may decide to let it go, but this game, I mean, they kind of need the Giratina to win this, so they kind of have to shield. But getting to the wrong side, Giratina trying to overfarm right there. This is going to knock out the Giratina right here. And that Sylveon is going to have absolutely zero play right here. In fact, I would not be surprised to see the opponent leave this match, but they're going for the Moonblast right here. Roserade is going to shield it up and get to... Never mind, they don't want the smoke. Roserade scaring off the opposition right there and takes that game. Lamb's Chop in the next match, rocking the best sweater in the game in my opinion. We got Toxicroak into Regirock. Toxicroak, huge problem for this team actually, holy smokes. But the opponent swaps out into a Crobat right here, and that means Rock Slide is going to be doing a lot of damage. I believe Crobat could survive this though, but definitely want to shield 1 at this point. I'm gonna get to a second Rock Slide here. Crobat probably could survive this. I actually don't know the simulation, but they're going to shield up. So the opponent has gone down 2 shields with such a favorable lead of Toxicroak into Regirock. So not optimal here for the opponent. Like this. Now they're switch locked into this matchup. Probably go for the Poison Fit. Actually, Shadow Ball. No, going to lower the defense here. I think going for the Shadow Ball there probably makes more sense because this Regirock's going to swap out immediately as soon as it sees the Toxicroak come back in. Going for the Stone Edge here and the... Maybe it could be a Shadow Ball at this point. Wow, that literally does nothing, even with the Poison Fang. Toxicroak coming in. Here comes the Roserade. This should be a Mud Bomb right here. And the Roserade is going to shield that up. And let's see how this plays out here, because Toxicroak still has a lot of play against this team. So going for the Weather Ball right here. Of course, shields are down at this point. And a Sludge Bomb would KO, so not surprised to see the shield come up here. Mud Bomb coming through. So it does get baited, but still doing neutral damage. Going for the Weather Ball once again. Hopefully this is enough to take out the Toxicroak from this range. Yes, it is. And we have an Abomasnow in the back. Holy smokes. Weather Ball doing huge damage right there. Here comes the Regirock with the 1-2 combo play. Big Mac with the fries. Going for the Stone Edge. Bang! There it is. Crobat getting lock on down. You love to see it. Very nice win. Let's hop into the next battle. We got Pusho Dark. I believe this is probably the last battle of the video. We'll have to find out. Giratina origin, a very tricky lead right here. So let's see how this plays out. I mean, Regirock does have some play here still because it gets these charges very quickly. And Stone Edge still hits very, very hard, as you can see. And of course, Regirock, it's not even XL, so another triple non-XL team here. Regirock, of course, isn't the most accessible Pokemon, but it was in raids recently, so definitely something people could be using in the Ultra League. Definitely a lot more accessible in the Ultra League than it is for the Great League because of the CP. And Giratina right here is the Regirock to shield this up. Gonna let it go through. So putting a lot of confidence into this double grass line in the back, especially when it doesn't have a great matchup here against the Giratina Origin. Going for the Rock Slide here. The opponent decides to go down both shields, possibly recognizing the importance of this Giratina here. And I would probably swap out at this point if I was the opponent. A little bit of lag. They do not swap out. Maybe caught in there by lag, but going for the Rock Slide. This is going to knock out the Giratina Origin. And here comes the Roserade. It is a SirFetch'd in the back. And a Gardevoir. Holy smokes. Going for the Weather Ball right here. Would Leaf Storm be doing more damage? Probably. Maybe Leaf Storm. No, Leaf Storm probably wouldn't have KO'd. But going to go for 2 Weather Balls instead. Definitely have the Leaf Storm ready. Leaf Storm maybe would have been enough to KO. It's such an OP move. Gardevoir hangs on, and unfortunately that means it gets to a move right here. The Tangrowth probably has to shield this up. Shadow Ball coming through, and I think this is going to be very difficult to win. SirFetch'd coming in. Does the SirFetch'd have the Brave Bird? This game is still far from over. I can't believe the Roserade took care of the Gardevoir as well as it did. Huge damage right there on the SirFetch'd. Trying to go for the move. Is this enough to take out the Tangrowth? Can it hang on by a thread? It's at the charge. Night Slash comes through. Able to Mind Whip down. Takes that game. Well played. Beautiful battles right there. So those were some very exciting battles. Huge shout out to BradleySUS for the submission. Once again, there is a link to their YouTube channel down in the description below. Definitely go show him some love if you enjoyed these battles. Double Grass line operating in ABB style. Regirock lead, as you saw. It tries to lure out the hard counter to the grass type and then hope that the second grass type in the back has a lot of play. Roserade does very well against a lot of the meta with 2 pretty hard hitting moves, and it is extremely spammy. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.